I have already put some water on the paper. Here I'm just putting some very thin permanent yellow, deep. I have just made some random strokes to show the flowers which are in the background. Make sure your color is very runny, and you are just making small strokes because the paper is still wet, so it may spread and uh, take any shape at this moment. I have also taken a very thin wash of sap green, and I am just giving small dots to show the places where the flowers are going to be attached to the stem. I have taken a mix of sap green mixed with a little bit of cobalt blue and a bit of yellow. I have mixed these colors just to tone down the sap green and it doesn't look very bright and out of the place. For one of the leaf, if you see in the reference photo, it is a little bit lighter, so I haven't mixed with the cobalt blue there. I have just taken a mix of sap green and permanent yellow deep. With a thinner or little bit more pigment, I have started making the marks for the flowers here. If you can see, the strokes are very easy. If you're not confident, you can practice those strokes on a rough piece of paper first, and just refer to the reference photo and put more darker marks uh, to represent the flowers. I'll be doing the same with the sap green again, but this time a bit of darker sap green. I am also painting small strokes to show the buds of the flower, and I'll be repeating this for the smaller bunch of the flowers as well as for the bigger bunch of the flowers. I have kept the same consistency for the bigger a branch of flowers as well as for the smaller branch. I haven't changed the consistency of the paint. If you want, you can add a bit of orange to the yellow mix if you want to bring the bigger bunch to the front, but I haven't changed it to keep it simple and easy. Just make sure the flowers towards the bottom of the bunch are smaller and not that much bigger. Similarly, I'm painting here the buds at the bottom with yellow, and I'll also paint some of the buds when I use the sap green mix. I have just used a number 6 aqua elite brush for this whole painting. I haven't used any other brushes apart from the zero brush, which I'm going to use in the very end to paint the stamens of the flower. I have used a darker mix of sap green here again. What I'm doing here is with a damp brush, I'm taking off some of the water, or I'm taking off some of the edges from the flowers so that it doesn't have too many hard edges. Now I have mixed a darker pigment of sap green and cobalt blue, and I have not mixed any yellow this time and I'll be doing some of the negative painting to bring out the flowers and to show some of the leaves. If you want to understand more on the negative painting, you can find a link in the description below for the video. I have made another video for just to show what negative painting is all about, so you can refer that video if you want to make some more easy paintings which show only negative painting techniques. So next few seconds I'm just going to paint the leaves. Just make sure your colors are thin and not too thick, otherwise they will lose the transparency. Here I have made a mix of yellow and a little bit of red, uh, and I'm just pulling in some of the details of the birds. And make sure you don't do it too much, just couple of details if you pull, that is good. And also I'm using the same mixture to show some of the shadows on the flowers which are on the top, which are under the leaves. So I'm using the same mixture of a little bit of red and permanent yellow deep. You can also mix little bit of green to it just to show some neutral color on the top. Here I have used one of my favorite colors, the burnt sienna, to paint the tiny branch which we can see in the reference photo. Now I am starting to paint the thin stamens or the thinner branch where all the birds and flowers are attached to. Make sure we are doing it with a very thin brush, and I have made a very deep mix of blue and green. You can use any blue or greens you have available. I'm doing similar stamens and um, um, branch on the smaller bunch. Here I'm just adding few more details. I think we are near the completion. So if you guys follow this tutorial and draw something or paint something, comment in the link below and let me know how did it turn out. If you upload it somewhere, post the link. I'll surely check it out. And if you want to uh, see similar easy tutorials, please like and subscribe, and I'll try to upload some more easy flowers in the upcoming weeks.